Hello students, today we'll start with motion, and in motion we'll take two important topics, that is distance and displacement. Now there are some differences between distance and displacement, and there are also some similarities between distance and displacement. These two topics are also important from the numerical point of view in ninth physics. So today we will start with distance and displacement. First we will start with this term, what is distance and what is displacement. Distance is the total path covered by an object. Distance is the total path covered by an object. And what is displacement? It is the total change in position of object. Total change in position of object. Total path covered and total change in position. What is the difference between these two lines? We'll take one example to understand it. Suppose if an object is at position A and this is the position B of that object. This we consider as initial position and this we consider as final position of object. Initial and final position of object. Now suppose object covers this path and reaches to point B. This is the total path covered by an object. That is, what is distance? It will be the total path covered by an object. So distance in this case will become this path covered by an object. What is displacement? According to this definition, total change in position or the actual change between initial and final position of object. That is, the shortest distance between initial and final position. So this we consider as displacement. So this is the difference between distance and displacement. Any path object can take to reach A to B, this is distance, and the shortest distance or the actual change in position of object is known as displacement. We'll take one more example to understand it. Suppose instead of this path, object is moving in a circular path. From position A, object moves and again reaches to position A. This position A, object moves and again reaches to position A. What is the distance in this case? Distance is the circumference of the circle. Distance is the circumference of the circle. This total path is known as distance. But what is displacement in this case? Displacement is the total change in position of object. Observe this example. Is there any change in position of object? Object starts its motion from A and again reaches to position A. Is there any change in position of object? There is no change in position of object. So in this case, distance will become circumference of circle, that is we can consider it as 2 pi r, and displacement in this case is considered as 0. Displacement in this case is considered as 0 because there is no change in position of object. Object starts from position A and again reaches to position A. We'll take one important numerical on the basis of distance and displacement. This is the most important numerical which is given in NCERT. in blue columns first question, and it is directly related to distance and displacement. What is given in this numerical? First try to understand this question. An object or a person moves along the sides of a square field of side 10 meters, that is A, B, C, D. One side of the square field is 10 meters, that means all four sides will be of 10 meters. First condition which is given in this question is that a person covers one complete round of this square field in 40 seconds. Time taken to cover one complete round is 40 seconds. Next condition which we have to find in this question is what will be the distance and displacement of the person after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That is, two conditions we have to find. First condition of distance and second condition of displacement, and we have to find these two conditions in a particular time period, that is after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Try to understand this question again. What is given in this question? A square field is given to you. Side of square field is 10 meter, and person covers one complete round of the square field in 40 seconds. We have to find distance and displacement of that person after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. First we will start with this condition of distance. Distance कितना कवर करेगा person after 2 minutes and 20 seconds? First we will convert this time. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that means 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds, so it will become 120 plus 20, that is 140 seconds. So time in seconds is 140 seconds. Distance, in one round that person is covering how much distance? That is perimeter of square. In one round that person is covering 4 into side, that is perimeter of square. 4 into side means 4 into 10, it is equals to 40 meters. So in one round that person is covering 40 meters. After 140 seconds, how much distance that person will cover? A simple unitary method, that is in 40 seconds that person is covering 40 meters. In 1 second that person will cover 40 divided by 40. In 140 seconds that person will cover 40 divided by 40 multiplied by 140. That means 140 meters. So first answer for distance will be 140 meters. So after 2 minutes and 20 seconds, that is 140 seconds, that person will cover 140 meters. This is the value for total distance covered by that person after 2 minutes and 20 seconds or 140 seconds. Now in second case, we have to find displacement. What will be the displacement of that person after 140 seconds? For displacement, first we'll find the actual change in position of object, because displacement is the actual change or the shortest distance between initial and final position. Initial position of object is A, then it reaches to B, C and then D. So initial position is A. First we'll find total change in position. So first we'll find total number of rounds. Number of rounds of the square field covered by that person is equals to total distance divided by total distance covered by that person in 140 seconds divided by distance in one round. That is, total distance covered by that person is 140 meters and distance in one round is 40 meters. So number of rounds will be 0 and 0 gets cancelled, 7 upon 2, or we can say 3.5 rounds. So after 140 seconds that person is covering 3.5 rounds. Now consider this diagram. 3.5 round means when it starts its motion from point A, one complete round of the square field, second complete round of the square field and third complete round of the square field, and after 0.5 rounds it reaches to position C. Now initial position of that person is A and final position of that person is C. What is the shortest distance between initial and final position? Shortest distance between initial and final position is this diagonal AC in square feet. If we find value for this diagonal, we will get value for displacement. How to find value for this diagonal AC? In square, angle B is of 90 degree. Side opposite to angle B will be hypotenuse, this will be perpendicular and this will be base. So by simply using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse square, that is AC square, is equals to 10 square plus 10 square. AC square is equals to 100 plus 100. AC square is equals to 200, or we can say AC is equals to root 200 meters. More simplified answer for root 200 can be considered as 10 root 2 meters. So second case for displacement is, our answer is root 200 meter or 10 root 2 meters. So for finding displacement, first we have to find total number of rounds, because we have to find initial and final position of object. 3.5 rounds means after 3.5 round object will reach to position C. This side will give value for displacement, and value for displacement by using Pythagoras theorem will become root 200 meter or 10 root 2 meters. So this is an important question related to distance and displacement. We'll take next topic, difference between speed and velocity. Again, in speed and velocity, we have to take differences and we have to take similarities. What is speed? Speed is equals to distance divided by time. Speed is equals to distance divided by time. What is velocity? Velocity is the total displacement divided by time. Okay, speed is scalar quantity and velocity is vector quantity. Scalar and vector, again if you want to revise these, scalar which have only magnitude and no direction, vector which have magnitude as well as direction. Units, unit for speed, distance divided by time, that is unit would be meter per second or kilometer per hour. Again, units, velocity, displacement meter per second or kilometer per hour. So these are the differences and similarities between speed and velocity. One important topic related to speed and velocity is conversion of units, and we have to use these conversions in each and every numerical when we will solve. That is how to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour and how to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. In numericals, directly we have to convert velocities to meter per second to kilometer per hour or kilometer per hour to meter per second. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters and 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. If we have to convert kilometer to meter per second, that means we have to multiply it to 1000 divided by 3600, or if we convert it, it will become 5 upon 18. That is, if we have to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiply it to 5 upon 18, and if we have to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, we have to multiply it to 3600 divided by 1000 kilometers, which will become 18 upon 5. So if we have to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, we have to multiply it to 18 upon 5, and if we have to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiply it to 5 upon 18. And we can learn these two things, that is meter per second to kilometer per hour 18 upon 5, kilometer per hour to meter per second 5 upon 18. We will use these two conversions in numericals. Next topic which we have to start is acceleration. According to definition, what is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity. How to define it? Rate of change of velocity. If we will represent it in terms of velocity, acceleration is equals to change in velocity that is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by rate means time. Here A is acceleration, V is final velocity, and U is initial velocity. And T is taken for time. So what is acceleration? The rate of change of velocity, that is v minus u upon t. Acceleration is a vector quantity, that is acceleration has magnitude as well as direction. V minus u upon t, vector quantity. In case of acceleration, we'll also put a vector sign here, that is acceleration is equals to v minus u upon t. Next important topic in acceleration is its unit. That is, what are the units of acceleration? V minus u upon t, final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. Final velocity. Unit of final velocity is meter per second minus unit of initial velocity is also meter per second divided by unit for time is seconds. Unit for time is seconds. That means unit for acceleration will be meter, in minus meter will become common, divided by seconds multiplied by seconds, that is meter per second square, or we can represent it in this manner, that is meter per second square. In exams, question can be there, why we use square in seconds in unit of acceleration, that is meter per second square. This is acceleration. You can try some questions related to the topic which we have discussed, that is convert 180 kilometer per hour to meter per second, 300 kilometer per hour to meter per second, 2 meter per second to kilometer per hour, and 10 meter per second to kilometer per hour. And in these conversions, directly you have to use the conversion method which we have discussed, that is kilometer per hour to meter per second multiply by it to 5 upon 18, and meter per second to kilometer per hour multiply it to 18 upon 5. In next video, we'll discuss about numerical practice related to acceleration, velocity, and again distance and displacement. Thank you.